What's up, guys? Good evening. Who we got? Scotty B. What's up, brother? Sean, welcome. What's up, guys? Freezing. Sorry, I like just came inside. But I'm all right. Doing all right. I'm cold and tired, but I'm here. Let everybody trickle in. We got a real treat tonight. Um, Vince is gonna come on. Well, he's not from New Zealand, but he's from there now. But all those pics we've been sharing. I mean, I could share like 20 a day from him, but I'm actually on time today. I know it's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what it is, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm in a lot of pain today too, though. So it's like that don't help either. But I'm not gonna sit here and complain. Could be worse. The kids are all doing good. That's what's important. Yeah, yeah. Vince will be an awesome show. Yeah, he's well, I mean, me and we talk to him every day. Hey, Nini, good to see you. Daily Dan blog, what's up? Yo, you had me cracking up. I caught what you sent. I mean, I caught what you posted like a few days ago today. The way you were talking about whatever ran across, it was so funny. Southern Grit Solo. Oh shit. Hang on one sec, guys. Yeah, sorry. I know I'm freezing up. My bad. I was answering Sarah. Yeah, I'm all right, bro. I'm okay. I'm feeling okay. I'm just like achy and cold and shit. So it's all. All right, hang on, guys. Up. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, guys, I apologize, but one of the kids, one of the kids wanted me, and it's just sorry. Yeah, it's just a priority. I apologize, but I'm back. So Vince is here, so we're gonna get him on right away because he's been waiting back there. So. Oh, shit. There he is.
Hey,
What's
Mike,
up,
how's
bro?
it going?
Hey. Oh my God, bro. I'm over here freezing. Look at you.
Now it's a tropics over here, man.
Yeah, that's
Hot
crazy.
as it can be.
That's
How's the
nuts.
holidays treating you anyway?
That was good. It's good. Yeah. Whatever. It's a long story I won't get into, but the kids had a good time. That's all that matters.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, hang on, let me do a little roll call here. Sarah. Sarah, of course, Hyla, my love. Marion. Doug Island. Happy holidays. Uh, Scotty B, of course. Marion, we don't speak about that guy around here. Bigfoot Encrypted NEX, welcome. Good to see you guys. Brandy. Okay, so Paul, I guess Paul is on the Bigfoot Encrypted NEX. Good. All right. So glad to have you here, bro. I mean, I know me and you, we talk every day, all day, but yeah. It's good for everyone to have you, see you on here.
You're probably the only person I really talk to anyway, so this is all new for me. But happy to answer any questions. Fire
Yeah,
away.
yeah. Well, I mean, whenever anybody has anything going on, I mean, you're always quick to jump in there. Like when I need some kind of backup. Like it's very helpful too when somebody like I don't know, like some of the stuff that we go through is pretty oh pretty rare, I guess, if you will. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it's that 1% of the world that we always talk about.
yeah,
Some of
right,
us
right,
just have it on a different level, that's all. Others are on a different start of their journey.
right, right, right. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So I don't know. It's I'm trying to think of where to start with you. How about all right, so a lot of people watched that last that video that I posted. I don't usually post videos of yours, but that audio, like what can you like kind of give like a little bit of because like some people are like, oh, it's probably a dog, and somebody said, oh, it might be a dog, like a lot of like pig hunters like lose their dogs out there, and like it was just a dog barking, and like that guy could have saved it, and like I wanted to like scream through the phone, like
Oh no, that's great. That's great. Like I
I
was saying
know,
to you, the actual video and the audio doesn't do it justice. What you have to understand is that sound was all around me. It was coming from behind, in front of me, on the
mhm.
sides, and when it was sounding off like that, I could hear it inside my body. And
Yeah,
like I've gone out pig hunting many times with many dogs, and to me, what it was something trying to mimic a dog. And then at one stage, it went all monkey on me. The
yeah,
classic chimp kind of calls, and then it was even doing some whistling sounds at the same time. It was like it was. I felt like I interrupted a teaching lesson, like an adult was just showing little ones, this is how you make that sound, this is how you trick them. I was
yeah.
just quiet enough where it wasn't there, and they didn't know I was there. So, you know.
Yeah, as somebody who captures audio, like I mean, like when I'm like out there and like something, I mean, something screams and it's like on the video itself, it's like so faint, and like that thing like shook me, and like it's so faint on the like, so I knew how loud that was coming out, how loud it was. Like it must have been like
Yeah,
magnified times so much.
I
Like
believe and sat regularly.
what? I'm sorry, you broke up. What happened?
I said I loaded my rifle and sat quietly for a long time, and then crept away.
Yeah. Well, like that's another thing too that had me kind of laughing because I mean I've seen you like with like trophy trophy size pigs, trophy size red stags, like the biggest lobster I've ever seen in my life. You know what I mean? Like I remember you sent me a picture one time and you had the lobster strapped around your back. It was like a backpack down to your like ankles. Like I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like
Yeah, everything's
uh,
big here.
yeah.
Everything you can imagine grows like 3 times the size. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sean's in here. Hey Bob, what's up, brother? Yeah, but there was one like not after every call that he was doing when he was like and there was more than one I think too. I think Sean said there's more than one out there. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big lobster for real. Like, but it wasn't just doing like it wasn't just yelling outward. It was like at the end, like of some of them, like you could hear him like almost like it was weird. Like he was like releasing like I don't know if it was like you know what I mean. I don't know exactly what it was doing, but at some points it was like this big exhale.
Yeah.
Oh, it was beautiful to
All
me.
it told me was all it told me was it was a huge creature, whatever it was, and
Yeah, for sure.
it, it decided not to worry about me too much, which I was happy about. But it's one of those things, people say, well, how come you didn't run over sound and take some photographs? Well, not a lot of people would run toward that, and something that size needs a bit of respect. And if he wants you to come over, he'd say, hey, come over here.
Well,
So
I mean,
you gotta keep those boundaries.
when you get that photo that you want to, I think that kind of goes away. You know what I mean? Like when you get that photo that's good enough for you too, I mean, for me that kind of goes away. And I mean, other other than like maybe like a still shot of Patty, I mean, I know we haven't shared this one, but that you have a photo that's whatever, it's as good as it gets. You know what I mean? And like for me, I've never seen anything better. And like, I mean, I have photos that suffice to me enough where like I don't like go like die hard over a photo anymore. You know what I mean? I just like it's on a deeper level for me. Like I just want to interact every chance I get, you know?
Yeah, it
And
was like that message I wrote to you. What else are my eyes gonna see? For me,
yeah,
it's only about going deeper into the mystery. Now I know what it is. I know what it's about. I know they're there. So none of that stuff has to be proven to me anymore. I just like sharing photos with people like yourself because personally I'm not a real good communicator, and the times that I've tried to share things and communicate things to people just didn't go over well. All sorts
yeah,
of issues came up, racism and all sorts of, because of my last name, and shared it in the wrong area, that sort of stuff.
it's
All
yeah,
that sort of stuff comes up. That's why I like giving things to you and letting you pick through it and decide what's a good site. That and
not,
I don't want to go on someone else's site and just flood them with my stuff, and then it becomes about me, not about their site, sort of stuff. So I just keep to myself now. I mean, I've got so much evidence, you know,
I know,
thousands of photos, clear photos now that
I know.
all that,
I
it's just
get
not a big deal to me anymore.
it does get nerve wracking. Like when like some of the shit, like some of
I
the
just like
stuff is like
passing on the message about it.
yeah, yeah. Some of the shit is not easy to share, bro. It's never really like a lot of these guys make it really easy, but like sometimes it's like it's just not easy. I don't share it really around. Like some people you see them like oh like they get something they post it like everywhere like like across every like platform. Like I pretty much keep it right here. Like it's like it's somewhat I have a little bit of control
It's
around
like
it. You
that
know what I mean?
old
Like
thing we always talk about, the monetary thing. Yeah, it's that
hmm
thing we always talk about. You know, are you in it for the fame and glory, or are you in it for the knowledge? It's easy to sort those people out, and they end up sorting themselves out. They only ever attain a certain level and really can't see past that. You know, there's you yourself know there's so many levels. Just when you think you've seen one, holy shit, you've seen something else. It's an
yeah.
amazing thing.
Sarah says That's my wife. I'll go right up to it. If that's how the Lord takes me home, then so be. I mean, I'll be honest with you,
When you come
bro.
over, Sarah,
I'll be honest with you.
what do you?
We were out one night, and like some shit was going down, bro. And I'm backpedaling, and she's walking towards it, and I like grabbed her shirt. It was
Yeah.
like like there was like owls everywhere. Like, ooh, like we don't have owls like that, and they were all like screaming and like I don't even know, bro. Like I was just like, get over it. I had
That's
like a
because
gift, and
women
I
can
like
be lizards as
threw it.
well, Mike.
Like I was
That's,
not getting close. I like threw it. I was like, here, take it. But yeah, like I mean, I
that's because
it's
women can be wizards, Mike. You know, it's a good thing.
yeah.
If Sarah ever gets the opportunity to come over, I'm more than happy to take her back to where I heard that. And if it's out there again, help yourself.
Well, I mean, Sarah. I don't know if she wants me to say it. She could say it if she wants. But what she got me for Christmas was pretty fucking amazing. So we'll see. Excuse my mouth if you guys are new here. Sorry. Oh, look there. Hey, Dim. What's up, brother? Story, bro. Story. He confused me one time with this story thing, but that means like hello, pretty much. Like what's up? Oh no,
Yeah,
an
I still don't
earthquake.
understand all that and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought he wanted me to tell him
Technology
a
and that
story.
stuff are so good.
All right, stop telling your business. Okay, no problem. You don't think it's important to look back at pics, considering majority of stuff we catch in the pics we're not seeing in personal time. I think there's a lot to be learned by pics if you analyze. Yeah, for sure. Always is, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with
Yeah,
that. All I'm saying is just for myself because people don't realize what I'm showing in the photo is exactly what my eye is seeing. And for me, I started taking photos to prove to myself I wasn't crazy. And then I
yeah,
found, other people could see it too, and it was a way to pass on knowledge of what's actually happening around them.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I actually just I rarely go over pics period. Like I'm so lazy about it. Like I don't know, like I'm just so bad with tech savvy stuff. Like I mean, you guys have always been so helpful to me. Like Brandy, like Bigfoot the Cryptiniacs girls, Sarah, you guys have always been Sean now. Like you guys have always been so great. Like Dean, everyone's always been so helpful with that because I'm so bad at it. Like majority of the picks like that you guys see come from them. Like I'm out there like shooting it, but I don't like mull over the stuff. I'm like so bad at it, like sometimes I even have trouble seeing like, after the fact, So it takes a lot to be a well-rounded person in that sense, and I think you got the goods and all that on all those levels,
Yeah, just remember, none of that would be happening unless, if you weren't out there.
Yeah, well, I
All
mean,
the,
I get that, but
and that includes all those people gathering together and working for that same cause. They're all working behind that. None of that would happen if you didn't go out. So everybody has their part to play.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I say that all the time. Yeah, I say that all the time. I agree completely. Uh, Central Florida Bigfoot, what's up, Mark? He says, I like to keep it all at home too. Oh, okay, yeah, inside your channel. So many of the other sites are just filled with lazy people, so they don't have to follow all of us individually. And those same sites are all mimes, no substance. Yeah, I hear you, bro. I hear you. Oh shit, I jumped away. Oh, you guys have been talking, huh? Deep vocals, Sean said. Been to Costa Rica multiple times. The native howler monkeys are the loudest monkeys in the world and could not get that loud. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say it was a little bit bigger than a monkey.
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Yeah.
What's up,
That
Paul? Did
was the first
falling
time I
on
ever
the
heard something like that too, though. All the whole time I've been here, that's the first time I heard that.
did falling on video today hurt more on tape or yeah, it hurt. Like it hurt. I didn't. When you see me lay, when you see me lay on the ground, like when you see me don't pop right back up, like I had to. When I don't pop back up like a basketball, it hurt. Like, because I fall a lot. Like sometimes it just looks like I just say I dropped the phone, but like I eat shit. But like, yeah, that one I got hooked. There was like a big long vine, and like my boot. Because if you saw at that point, like I realized where I walked into, and there was beds. There was like beds everywhere. And like I was like, oh, deer probably lay here. And I started scanning more, and I'm like, oh shit, no. Like I could tell there was like recliner chairs, like made out of like the brush, and like you could see like there was like a temp, like like you could see like a 10 foot something was sitting there, like you start to like see it like when you're out there more and more and more. And I'm like, okay, like I'm in it now. Like I'm in like the back bedroom area. And I was like, all right, they haven't been nasty yet or nothing, like giving me any static, but I'm gonna back up. Like, so, respect, da da da, they haven't given me any static. In the same second, I like my foot hooked under that vine, and like a long branch was there too. That got hooked on it both, and like all my forward motion just got caught, and I just, I couldn't even get my arm out. It just boom. That was it. So yeah, it hurt.
Yeah, that sounds like one of them playing a trick on you, Mike.
One of those beings could outshout a whole tribe of howler monkeys. Yeah. Regardless, that was some of the best stuff I ever heard. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I don't, if it could show, if YouTube showed my views, if it showed how many times I viewed it, it would have went up like 50 or 100 because I watched it that many times. Online, no less. I watched it a bunch of times. Yeah. That was
That's
a
what
good
people
one.
don't realize. That's only the short clip.
Yeah, right.
The actual video is about 10 minutes long.
Yeah, right. That's right. Forgot you said that. Bob says, I live on the forest borderline. Some days I smell a skunk early morning, usually is that Bigfoot. See, I'm the wrong guy to ask because I've never really smelled anything bad when it comes to them. I heard it all over the place before I started this. So I used to like walk around and be like, oh, like they're not around because I don't smell anything. But I never found that, and I've been within, feet of them. Like I've put my hand up to one, like I didn't smell a thing. Like, I do smell when there's these like, I don't know if it's what other cryptid it is per se, but there's something else that gives off like a sulfury smell, and I'm told by somebody.
I'd say it's probably a dog man more than anything, Mike. They're the other ones going around trying to make things think. Any of the other creatures that trying to keep a low profile, they're the other ones I've seen or come across that are marking territory and telling you don't come around here.
I found scat yesterday and it didn't even smell. Like like it's weird to me. Like I'm 99.9% sure it was Bigfoot scat. Like I even was searching it for like an hour before I posted it, and it just there's nothing that matches it. Like somewhat a raccoon scat does to an extent, but it was way too much. Oh shit! I'm trying to keep up.
Big.
Yeah, it was. It really was. Yeah.
I don't think that was coming out of small creature.
Yeah. Used to be a battle rapper. Not that you did. She did. She was really good. I'm not telling you guys her name. Gigi, the thumbnail of this video attracted my attention. What was the thing at that tree? Explain, please. So the thumbnail is, the thumbnail I used is that big giant tree that's like hugging around the tree. You know what I mean? That picture you took, that big giant, like it almost looks like a Lord of the Rings tree or something.
Yeah, like a giant titan or something,
Yeah.
To me, it would look like artwork. It looked like some giant creature made it,
To me, it almost looks like something's petrified there or something. You
It
know what I
was
mean?
just
Like,
in the middle of the forest. I just come across it. That's all.
yeah. Oh, what's the guest name? This is, well, you could say your name if you want.
My name is Vincent. I live in New Zealand. I've been here for about 28 years. Uh, I send stuff to Mike, and he posts what he likes, and probably gets bombarded with all the rest.
No, I mean we, you know, it's what we do. Like, it's what we do. We bang stuff off each other. You know, like otherwise, how do you know? So, I mean, you guys have all been helpful to me. So I don't, you know, it's helpful to share somebody with somebody that has such a similar passion and a similar track as you. You know what I mean? So it just makes it all the better. And we
Yeah,
have,
no, same goes to you, Mike. I mean, you showed me some amazing things in your videos that we just don't have around here. Some of
well,
the
it's just,
rather larger ones and ones that follow you around all the time. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
I I I don't know. I don't know. They follow you around too. They sit outside your house too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're
Hello,
just in that
cashew.
club. That's all. I know people are just think that we're absolutely crazy, but if I could invite you over, I would, and you'd see it for yourself. You know, I got some pretty tough dogs, and when my dogs are afraid, well, yeah, something's definitely around. They play
Yeah,
music sometimes. Sometimes they're just walking around. Sometimes it's not just one. 20 or 30 of them will show up. So who knows what really goes on?
yeah. Well, Bob Gray, I didn't mean to ignore you before, Bob. You said somebody, I forget what you said. Somebody said that there's like 10,000 of them in the U.S. And I hate to snicker at when like somebody says like a number in the thousands, but I have to because it's just and it's not that like this isn't something that's just like a common knowledge, but like I just want to know who comes up with these numbers because like I mean you
Yeah.
can put 10,000 of them in a given county at any time, like you know what I mean, like it's just that easy for them, like and there's a
Yeah.
lot like
That's the greatest. That's the greatest downfall that people have gotten stuck on their journey. They're looking for that picture of the one lone Bigfoot or cryptid or whatever you want to call it, standing out in the open, all the limbs visible, and measure the
yeah,
height.
well,
They don't realize when they see that one, he's only giving himself away to distract you from the other 10 that are sitting there. They're
right,
never, ever alone. And
yeah,
I was showing you photos with hundreds of them in one spot. That's as much as one camera can focus in on, and literally hundreds sitting together. So,
right,
once if people really realized how many were there, I think, there'll be a lot of sleepless nights.
yeah,
And once you can let that fantasy go of the one lone Bigfoot running through the forest, your eyes really open up to what's really around you.
sure, yeah, and I mean I think they I I don't know how this is the case, but I think they kind of communicate somehow to each other, like even over vast areas. You know what I mean? Because they kind of know. Like I feel like they know me when even if I go in a place I don't know. Like I feel like they know me, I mean I don't know if that has to do with that deer antler I was given. Like I know that has a lot to do with it, but like because that's almost like I was told like that's something I'm supposed to carry. But oh,
Yeah, when I think
say it
about
again.
situations like that, I just remind myself that my reality and the laws of physics that I live under as a human completely don't apply to them. It has nothing to do with them at all. Those are human concepts. Those are human barriers that we set for ourselves so that we could exist here in this reality. And they have nothing to do with that, good or bad, evil. all that sort of stuff. That's all human concepts. So thinking that, it's hard for a human to conceive that we could communicate over such a long distance, but for them, it might only be down the block, knowing who you are and being able to talk to the ones around you and getting information on me. And just like how I can tell you about things that are happening there, and then you're connecting with ones that are here just by seeing a picture, And then some of the stuff you've told me about the one you connected with, you wouldn't know that stuff unless you had actually made that connection. And that's the
Yeah.
concept people have to get in their head, is that whatever we go by or live our life by, or we've been taught or been programmed into us, has nothing to do with them. So any of those concepts you think of aren't that far-fetched.
Well,
Our imagination can already think of it. It's
yeah.
just the rest that needs to understand it.
Well, like my thing is like I don't watch a lot of other videos like of other researchers and stuff, and like I feel like kind of like an asshole for it sometimes, because like I don't want to like not like connect with other people and shit, but like I also don't want to have like no preconceived notions, because like a lot of the guys, like they'll do it the same way, and like I hear a lot that like mind speaks bad, and like, which is telepathy. Let's call a spade a spade. And like like camera traps and all shit, and like better than anyone, like, or as good as anyone. I'm into like communicating and connecting, and I'm all for the mind speak, because who's gonna tell me better? Who's gonna tell me better than them? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna give me more than them? You know what I mean? Like, so, and this is a different area than other areas, because so I want to like a different individual than other individuals. So like I take what I can from, and like like for instance, like I was getting like a little like not pissed, like a little upset, like where the hell he was, like where was he, like I didn't know, like I would have never known otherwise that he was having a family of his own, and that's what was going on. Like they have to really invest their time into teaching, which makes sense. You know what I mean? Makes perfect sense that they have to invest time in teaching the kid. Like the same thing with me. Like when I want to teach my infant everything, you know what I mean? Like I want to be there when he learns everything. You know. Sorry. Everyone claims to
Oh yeah,
have
no,
some
100%.
type. Yeah. Sarah says everyone claims they have some type of special ability. Do you believe that's true? I don't know. What do you mean by which? What do you mean special
Special
ability?
ability? Oh yeah, definitely. I don't think it runs for everyone. I think some people will never have a special ability. I think it has to do with something that's passed down through the bloodlines, possibly. Like my mother was a Cherokee woman, very powerful medicine woman who people came from all over to seek her advice and ask about the future and all sorts of stuff like that. And that sort of stuff was definitely passed down to me. And I've passed it down to some of my sons as well. And, it's stronger in some of them, but it's still there. So I think everybody would like to have a gift, but it's probably only about 1% of us that do.
So you believe it goes down through genetics to an extent, and then teachings through another extent?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because it's just hard to explain. I could explain 1,000 times some way to do something. That doesn't mean you can be able to do it.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
like remote view something. I can tell you, how I knew our friend was standing there with a loaded shotgun, but that
I
doesn't
get it.
mean you'll be able to see it.
I
And you
get it.
know what
I
I'm
mean,
talking about now.
yeah. I mean, I'm in love with my grandmother's food, but I've seen her make it for 37 years, and I don't know how to do it. I kind of don't want to know. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, it's kind of something to that extent, like on a larger level. Like when you're not apt to like learning something, or like you're not prone to it, or you're not able to, like you're not going to, and like I mean, what'd she say? Oh, well, more of a clairsentient.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It's it's not a clairvoyant. It's a she's explained it to me before. I'm Shamian, real name Damien Goodhart. Will let you see some of them neighborhoods. Yes, yes, a good heart will let. Yes, correct. Yes, brother. So Sarah's a clear sentient, is what she's saying. I don't really know. I can't put it into a detailed thing like she's saying, but like a detailed definition. But I'll let her lead that one. I have you cook for me. Yes. Um, as far as like, as far as like, I think like as far as like any clairvoyance goes for like the Sasquatch, I think they kind of like choose you like to do it. Like I don't know if it's like a grooming before, beforehand, like because like one of the things that they told me that they showed me that was pretty amazing was like old memories, like existing memories that I had, and like it was almost like a tunnel vision, like a set like thing, like me looking at you right now, and then like
Yeah.
they kind of showed it to me like in a 360 view now, like almost like a bigger view, like a I can kind of turn from outside and like now outside my body and see the big picture. And they'd show themselves where they were inserted during that moment in my life. And
Yeah,
like this is going back.
you might have been
Yeah,
seeing it through their eyes.
it's going back to like childhood. And one of the times is like when we were a kid, we used to go to the beach and there was this big dune and everyone used to run up it. So first, I always was able to see this trail, and I'd be like, "Why doesn't anyone take this trail?" First of all, when we're on this side, it's right here, just go straight up, and like almost like nobody heard me, nobody saw it, nothing. So like, but now they would go around, so I'd go with them because I didn't want to go up by myself. And then we'd go up it, and everyone would like struggle to go up, and I'd be like, "Yo, check this out! Like, why don't you do it this way?" And there was like these vines every so often, and like if you jumped on them, it kind of like sprung you up and and it made you go up to and like so now it made you go up the dune really fast. And like it was like a ladder effect with a spring to it. And the vines were really strong. Like, but they were too far set. Like I'd have to like pull on some of my hands. And they kind of like showed me that that's something that they do to like scale up things fast. Like
Yeah.
when they're in that form, if you will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But like
In between
this was
takes.
just a weird this was just a weird long thing for me that happened. Like like this kind of stuff never happened to me prior, but it was
Yeah, you
just
gotta
something
remember
that started going on for me.
when they're in there poking around,
Go ahead.
Mike. They've got to be careful. You know, some people's minds just won't be able to handle what's going on. So all this referring back to old memories, stuff like that, that's all doing it at a slow pace for your mind. You know what I mean? And little by little,
No
they
doubt.
can access more, give you more without you overloading and absolutely losing your mind. You know, humans
Yeah.
are always on
Yeah.
the verge of being insane and being intelligent.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
balance.
No doubt. Yeah. They like even the smallest like the shortest. I don't want to say small because it could be jam packed even though it's a short one. But even the shortest of visions, like even when I repeat it, like to this day, like after I've repeated this one particular one, like I can't say it from the back without completely bawling crying. You know what I mean? Like it just like so like after I'm showing something like it sucks the life out of me. And it's not in a bad
Yeah.
way, but you know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah, it's just like those cameras, Mike. We're just like a big battery. Well, everything we know about them accessing energy, the veil, being able to make an electrical field so we can't see, all that stuff. It's all
mhm.
electrical, so it makes sense that it have that same effect on you. You know, probing around in your head, that's got to take up a lot of energy. Yeah, it's funny. I don't get visions like that. I get some guy showing up and giving me a speech. But when they
Well, that's just as cool. Like, see, like I don't know. I do it like explain. Can you explain what the terrain is like in New Zealand?
the terrain, uh, most of it is
Everything.
completely inaccessible, and that's why people don't live there. The reason these beings here have been able to, keep quiet for so long is because you just cannot get to them. It can take you 4 hours to go 1 kilometer. It's that's why, like, quite often we take helicopters and get dropped in the back blocks because you'd
Yeah.
spend 2 3 weeks trying to get to one location. It's that rugged, and you know
Yeah.
it's their home. They just know how to navigate it. And the vast stretches of bush here, there are millions of acres. The cities that are here, most of them are right on the outside of the coasts, and a lot of the internal is all native forest. So it's one of the oldest
Yeah.
forests in the world. Mm. And yeah, you
Yeah.
get
I've
back
seen
in
how
there, and
you
you
have.
know you're in an ancient place. The vibe there
Yeah.
is ancient.
I've seen how you have to get to places, and a lot of times it's helicopter or boat. Like you have that. I know you have that little speedboat, or and then the chopper. Like that's another thing too. Is like a lot of these photos. Like I've seen how you have to get there. Like sometimes you're out for like 3 weeks at a time. You know what I mean? And like just some of the night photos are ridiculously cool too. Like that there's one time like he literally bumped into one. It's like
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks
it was
like
a pretty big one. Wouldn't fit in the camera,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, it was huge.
But
Some of the
I
stuff
get
like I
even
want
walking
to
around
share.
the camp,
Yeah,
and I
like
just
some of the
decided to
stuff
get
I
out.
want to share, but I get enough questions about some of the stuff that like I don't want, like I don't, like when you're not there, like it's so hard to pick and choose what to share of yours. But I just a lot of you guys go off my word of how how good it really is. But maybe we'll
Yeah,
just
it's
go
just so
from here.
ridiculous that it's just so ridiculous it just can't be true, Mike. Really, that's how it is here. I
I know.
often think that to
Trust me, I
myself.
still hold
Am
back.
I really,
I still hold back.
am I dreaming?
I still
I say that to myself
I
all the
still
time.
have my I still have my pictures from Montauk from Camp Hero. I've still held back on those too. I shared them once and it went really well. It went really crazy. Like because they're just too out there. Like they're just too they're not like your normal Bigfoot. Like they're I
I mean,
don't even know how to explain it, bro.
yeah. Well, you've seen the ones that are here in New Zealand, Mike, and there's
Yeah.
nothing normal about them.
No.
Every color,
No.
skin color you can think of, from electric blue to
Yes.
to electric green, jet black,
Well,
brown. It's just amazing. It's like
well,
this
that's how it
place
started.
is
That's how it
just
started. I
a
think
forgotten
like we were
land. Still magic here.
yeah we were looking at like those golden ones at first, and we're like, what the hell? Like
Mm.
they weren't like yellow, they were like gold, like you know what I mean, like they were like golden. You know what I mean? It was cool.
Yeah,
And
those
then
ones are pretty amazing when you see them. They actually just radiate that color. It's like a
mhm,
beacon being on.
yes, yeah, it's amazing. Sarah says, do you like the lifespan and evolution of the Bigfoot in your area is more advanced since they have more ways to live peacefully? Oh, do you think probably the lifespan and evolution of the Bigfoot is more advanced in your area because they can live more peacefully?
Um, yeah, it's probably has a lot to do with it. Probably does, because believe me, even the local tribes uh, of Maori that live here, they know about them. You know, I've
Yeah, that's for
contacted
sure.
a few of them and passed on what I know about them, but talking to them is very difficult unless you're a Maori. they don't really want to hear about knowledge of their history if you're not related to their tribe, sort of thing. But
Yeah.
yeah, this place definitely is unlike any other. But as far as lifespans, I don't actually think they die, to be honest. I don't think they're like us. Because the amount of places I've been and I've never come across bones or a
Yeah.
carcass or
See
graves
that?
or
Yeah.
stuff,
That's where I get confused because I thought I've found graves before and like, but I just don't know what's in there. Like it doesn't. The longer I think about it, it doesn't strike me as that there's Sasquatch in there. And I don't know how to make sense of that. Like I don't know, you know what I mean? At first I thought like, oh wow, I stumbled upon their graves. And then like I started to get a feel like that it wasn't them in there. And I don't know what to make of that. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of people think that they kill everything that moves for food. So but I don't. So maybe it's some kind of
yeah,
animal
that's
that was.
another interesting thing. That's another interesting thing. That I've had a really good think about, and being the type of person I am, I'm very investigative. And I'll get paid to be an animal tracker and do that sort of work. And um, I've never actually found their food source. And pretty much any animal that exists out in the bush, I can tell you what it eats. I can tell you where to find it, and that's part of finding them is their food source, what they drink, all that sort of things. And you can go out, see those things, and find them. But to be honest, uh, for the amount that I've seen out there, there should be vast stretches that are eaten out, just like the deer. When the deer overpopulate, you get kilometers of areas that are completely eaten out because there's too many deer there. But when you see how many Bigfoots there are compared to
Hold on.
deer, it's so much more. But you don't find areas that are like that ever. So it's just amazes me. I don't know if they're actually eating food like we think of. I know things that I've seen them doing, like charging up in the sun, being on the sunny side of hills, following it around during the day, and always in areas that are alive, like trees and shrubs, and those are directly plugged into the earth, and they're using the earth's energy to grow and live. So I don't know if somehow they can plug into that, and that's how they get their sustenance. But I certainly never ever seen one munching on something. But you quite often you see, even in like Into the Woods with Jeff, he always finds bits of bark hanging in the trees, drying and that sort of thing. But
Yeah. Right.
whether
Right.
that's a food source or it could be their toilet paper for all we know. It
Right.
could be
I
some
mean,
shit paper.
I know it's,
You know?
I've seen that once in a while too. Like that, they're like, there's like a hole in them and they're like strung up. They actually do it through the power lines here. Like they like put them up in the power lines. They like pierce like these big stumps up through like the power lines. It's weird. It's got to be them. It has to be. Like it's the craziest thing you ever saw. Um, but yeah, I know what you're talking about in Jeff's too. Jeff's finds a lot of bones too in caves and stuff, and but there's so much stuff out there that we don't know about that's outside of these Sasquatch that I mean we've seen them all. Like we've seen so many different things that like you have to say like, oh, there's so many things out there that are just too as ridiculous as you can imagine is what I think is out there. You know what I mean? like
Yeah, pretty much. If you've thought about it, or somebody's written a movie about it, or created some
right.
character, holy shit, there's something to match it out there.
Oh yeah, his channel's called My World New Zealand. Your channel, you're not really that active on there now, are you?
Nah, not really. I've sort of gone away from that. Once again,
Hmm.
it's that communication with people thing. I'm just not a people person. I rather pass what I know on to other people that do communicate well, like yourself. You know, that's just not my thing. I just feel like when you have a channel like that, it becomes about you and not about what you're talking about. That's why I never taking photos of my own face in there. You might get a little glimpse of me, but It's only so you can understand the scale from the human compared to what you're seeing. But otherwise, yeah, I'm not really into the fame, and I just found when I had that channel, it started to become more than that. Yeah.
Yes, totally agreed. I'm not. Listen, guys.
Mike only
I'm
picks the good stuff anyway. So if you want to see something, just look at Mike's.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm gonna take a second out to just say this, guys. If you bring up Colorado Big, I'm not gonna trash this guy, and because he's not worth my time. But I'm just gonna tell you, stop wasting your fucking time. Stop it. Stop.
Mark.
Don't bring him up. Don't bring him up around here. Don't do it. Don't. This is real shit here.
He
we
just
don't
wants
deal
a
with
hug, man.
it.
You guys should just hug it out, Mike. You should just hug it out.
Oh yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I could care less. So anyway.
Shout out to Colorado Bigfoot. Yeah.
I just somebody always brings it up because he's selling a dream. You know what I mean? But anyway. Oh, Bill, yo, I don't know if you guys have seen this Bill Murray thing yet, but it's on Netflix, and go check it out. He's literally like he like walks around. He's been doing this apparently, and he walks around, just pops up in random places and like does weird shit, like does somebody's dishes, or like he covered some kid's eyes in the bathroom. Was like, nobody will ever believe you. When he turned around, like he pops up and like plays dodgeball with people. Like he does all this like fun shit with regular people, and he spends like a long time with them. And I don't know, for like a guy that's big, that's that big, to like be so humble is like, I don't know. It's really like something I can idolize. You know, it's been a while since I could say like, wow, I idolize that. You know what I mean? That's something that's really, really cool to me. So it's worth checking out, guys. Yes, that's one thing. Yes, he steals my picks. Yes, we'll just leave it alone though. Don't waste, please don't waste our time on that. I just don't want anyone to bring it up.
Let's get it on.
Anyway.
We should get Dean in here. We should get Dean in here and really nut this up.
I already did. I already tried that. I already tried that shit. He's scared.
No.
All right. So anyway.
I really like watching Colorado Bigfoot. It's really interesting to see him walk past all those Bigfoot and like look at a structure or something, with like Bigfoot standing next to him. It's pretty funny, really.
Yeah.
You know, I actually tried to send him some photos once.
You what?
He said he wasn't interested in anyone from New Zealand, didn't have anything to tell him. That's what he told me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, right, bro. Yeah, he whatever. You know what the deal is. Kathy Thompson, he won't live chat with me. He will not. I don't want to. I don't even want to see him. It would just be an embarrassment to him. He will not sit down here with me. He will not. Not with everything I have on him. No, he will not. He will just tell you I'm a psycho. It's all you'll ever hear out of him. Oh, that's psycho. Don't worry about it. He's never going to touch. No way. He will not come near me. Trust me. He will not. He knows better. So anyway. Just don't waste your time.
I put my money on you anyway, Mike.
Please. I'm beyond talking anyway. Anyway, so sorry, Great Lakes. Just took a break. Slow time of year. The reports and the holidays I spent more. Oh, that's what's up. It's good to see you, brother. So anyway, what time is it? Oh, we only been on like an hour. That's good. It's not bad. So anyway, get off that fool. Can't think straight. So I just really.
So Mike, when you come over, what are you after? I mean, what's your plan? You must have something in your head.
Oh man, not yet. No,
Are we dropping
not yet.
straight in? Or are we going to the Wizard Highway? What's happening? South Island?
If
What?
if and when I make it over there, um, think I would love to go to that waterfall. That one waterfall where that King Kong was, like that big fella.
Yeah.
Um, uh,
Has anyone ever figured out how big it was?
no, I don't. No, I you were. How big was the waterfall? Like 50 foot?
No, that waterfall is like 100 foot tall.
Oh shit! And he was, and he
Crazy,
was
isn't
up.
it?
Yeah.
Complete madness. They were.
After I seen after that remember that live stream we were doing and we like saw that like it was mine and we saw that like he was like 20 foot tall. I keep going back there looking for him. Like
Yeah.
ever since
Well,
then like
the one who was standing next to the big snap.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta find that stream and share it on YouTube. Ever since then, I was able to open my mind to the possibilities that there is no real like I used to think like, oh, like 10 foot, 12 foot, like this, that, the other thing, like the max is like 13, because like that's the shit you hear. So not true. Like it's so like it's so inaccurate that it's like it's mind blowing.
Yeah. Believe me, when I saw that, I went like that. I went, "Ew." I felt like an ant.
It, it's so close to the reality, bro. That's so close to the reality.
Yeah. That's the cool thing about them when they're that big too, is they'll acknowledge you, they'll look down and see you there, see you cowering behind that rock or hiding in the bushes, and they'll acknowledge you, but you're no more than a flea to them. And that's how they treat you. Don't bite me, flea, or we'll just squish you.
Sean. Sean. Oh, I don't know. You can't see the chat, can you?
No, I can't see it. It's all good.
There you go. All right. Leave Sean alone, though. He's fine. Leave Sean alone. I see you, sir. It's fine.
I like Sean. He's doing well, eh? Well, Sean. Getting
Sean
out there showing some amazing stuff.
Sean, yeah. I mean, I saw something in Sean a long time ago, and he's he's quiet with his stuff still, which is good. It's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's a good thing. At this point, it's a really good thing. I wish I could have been more quiet about my shit. But they asked me to, share. So that's something a lot of you guys might not know. It's like they want me to share, and they want me to connect us to them, like almost like an ambassador between people. So this is kind of why I'm gifted quite a bit. You know what I mean? It's not like I don't really understand the elusive side of things because I'm given so much. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. I'm trying to like put it in a way that doesn't sound like oh, like I'm.
Yeah, no,
I'm
I got told the same thing, Mike. I got told the same thing. The reason I have the access that I do is to so they can make the right connections with the right people, so they'll have that relationship again with the humans, that was lost.
Yeah.
But they're no humans. They can't just go showing up, because the next thing that happened, everybody would be dropping bombs on them, and it'll turn into an awakening to, thinking you're being attacked.
Yeah, no doubt. Grandma Chris, hi, how are you? Most pictures are blurry, so do you think the cryptids could cause this to happen through their infrasound or energy? Um,
100%.
go ahead, take that one.
Yeah, 100% they can do that. It's amazing. You can have you can see them with your eye, focus with the camera, and the blades of grass around them will be HD, but the actual image where they're standing will be blurry.
Mm.
They can create a centralized electric field around themselves that actually blurs the digital camera. Then other times you catch them halfway in it. You get their
Yeah,
face and their
yeah,
body's covered, and you can see them retreating back into it or
yeah,
coming out of it.
no doubt.
Yeah, so they definitely 100% do that. You can see it
So,
quite often in a live stream. Mike will be looking at something and he'll see something, focus in on it, and you watch his camera start to shake. It's not his hand shaking, it's the
yeah,
signal.
yeah. It's just the other day or last three times, it was just blurred out, and like I'm showing on my screen, it's legit, but they're seeing like it's clear, but they're seeing on the live stream just you know it's like all blurred out and shit, which is frustrating. Like Sarah was sending me pictures, like look at what it's showing, and I'm like, you can't be fucking serious. But like they were just the best way I could put it is the way Native Americans put it, and they say the that Sasquatch um, changes they how they put it they change the vibration uh, of the light spectrum, and that affects our technology, or however they put it. Like I can't think of the exact quote they say now, so I'm kind of having a brain fart, but it's something like that. Their vibrations and stuff is the way that they do it. So I guess that's I don't know if it's infrasound or their energy or what, but something to that effect. Yeah, like however you want to put it, I guess is pretty accurate. Yeah, I think the
Yeah,
closer you are,
I think that's why we quite often see the others sitting with them, is they're taking advantage of that field as well. I don't think they can generate it. I think they just sit with them. So if something does go down, they can get in there as well and hide in there.
oh geez, I'm sorry, I'm not keeping up with you guys. I'm not good at this shit. I'm not good at like talking and what a Great Lakes. All right, if you can't find Sasquatch theory in search, there's a link to this to his channel. Oh, okay, in the description of my latest video. Okay. Oh, Sasquatch theory is a channel. I got you. Did you see the white bone-looking one? I'm not sure if we identified it. Oh, okay. It's a recent gift, probably not been missing a lot more than usual. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Oh, all right. Thanks. I'm trying. I don't know. I'm not good at this sitting down shit, but I try. So I'm better moving. So, all right. So I wish we should see if we can get, we should see if I can get Dean on one day. Because he brings
Oh
in a
yeah,
whole nother aspect
yeah,
of things. You know what I mean? And he has this belief that like I don't want to get into a lot of anything without him being here or like there to talk about, but like he believes that there's a lot going on, uh, more so than other places with like Australia and Tasmania and New Zealand. Um, like, do you think New Zealand's like a special place? I mean, I do, but I don't know like if I have a necessarily good answer for why. Do you believe there's like anything like more special to it? Like, kind of like any reason for it? Like,
oh yeah, 100%. It's I've been a lot of places in the world. There's no place like this. Part of it is the isolation. If you look around New Zealand on a map, it's just millions and millions of square miles of ocean, and
true.
it's just so untouched. Yeah, the, the legends here run pretty deep, and everyone still believes in them. The
Yeah.
Maori people who settled here were the most feared warriors in the whole Pacific, and their warfare was taught to them by the children of Tani Mahuta, which means the children of the forest.
Right.
So whether that means the beings that were living there taught them or not, you know. So there's really, really old magic here. It's an amazing place. That's why, like in this, like you see this carving here. I don't know if you can see it. The
Yeah.
space that's in the carving.
Yeah.
Um, how many times have you seen that, Mike?
A lot. A lot of places. Yeah. Like on every
Even with the
house, every yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Like every
these are all representations of what they saw out in the bush. That's why they carved it. So yeah, this
yeah.
place is yeah. I can't explain it. It's amazing. It really
I
is.
know. They pretty much
It
like
drew me from the other
they're
side
like
of
the
the
most
world anyway.
sorry. They're like the most badass warriors, like period. You know what I mean? Like they and they learned how to fight like from Sasquatch is the way history goes pretty much. You know what I mean? Like they were kind of combating with them, but like Bigfoot were like when they were defeating them in battle were like eating their dead kind of, right? So they kind of like didn't they like as the story goes they kind of like called a truce, and then they kind of like became the most badass human warriors because they learned from the Sasquatch. And you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Is that kind
that's
of how
one
it
thing.
goes?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. It's it's a kind of a, at least here I've noticed that you kind of get a different ranking of respect with these creatures if you have that type of background,
Mm,
ex-soldier, hunter, warrior type background. Um,
yeah,
you seem to have much easier access. Whether they respect that or take that into high regard, I don't know. I don't know their value system. I just know that people like yourself and other ones you've introduced me to, that's the one commonality that we all have is
yeah,
we're those type of people.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Even Sean too.
my
Sean,
Christianity is a little bit mixed over.
yeah, Sean too is military. So, oh, Great Lakes. Have a good night. Sarah, yeah, whatever Sarah's gonna remind me of, she'll remind me for sure. She don't forget. Um, Scotty B wants to know what the hell do they eat there? I
Who? The creatures.
yeah. Oh, Bigfoot. I
Oh,
guess.
like I
Like,
said, I've never found that food source, Mike. I've never found it. I've searched all over for it. Every type of plant. I've never observed them eating any of our food or plants.
all right. Yeah, me neither. To be honest with you, bro. Me neither. So everyone's really interested in that thing behind you. That's a cool carving. Scotty B said. Um, it's not a bone because it's too smooth. Almost like. Oh no, you're talking about something else. Solid like. Oh, maybe they. I thought you guys were talking about this. Sorry, Sarah. Which one are you talking about? I don't even know. Which bone are you talking? Oh, that one that you got? Is that what you're talking about? Is Bigfoot ET or purely anthropomorphic? I don't know what that last word means, but if I don't think they're if that's like some kind of if that means like they're like some kind of like physical being or an ET. I don't think they're either. I think they're I think they're just something in between. You know what I mean? Like it's like there's a lot of things in
Yeah.
between.
My theory is that they've always been here. We're the ones who got dropped off, and
Yeah.
we're actually the primitive species of the planet. If you think about it, all of our technology and advances and all that has to do with machines and technical things we've created, but they've been able to exist all this time in front of us, completely hidden, and they don't require anything to live but just to simply live. That's it's pretty advanced.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they come and look at us It's kind of like watching the monkeys in the zoo. You know, they
Yeah.
want to come around and see what we're up to.
Yeah, my belief is that the Sasquatch are the ones that care about us maybe the most. You know what I mean? Like almost like they're like the they're like the only thing that kind of keeps us from getting thrashed on the regular. You know what I mean? By every other damn thing. Like I'll be honest with you, that's the first thing I go to. Like when I feel like something else is around, I go to something that's familiar to them. It's almost like a security blanket. Like I go to them and like, where did I get that from? Like where did I, you know what I mean? Like where did I get that feel? Like I always hear people like scared of Bigfoot, like, oh, they're scared of this, they that, they kill people, they do this, they, like I'm like running to them for like comfort. You know what I mean? Like so where did that like that that disconnect come from? Like, you know what I mean? For some people, but the connect came from for me. Like so it's weird for me. It's weird for me to understand like a lot of these things that I hear about, and I don't know if it just goes like a long time ago you were like maybe you got like some different bloodline, because like you were like I think you were just as amazed as a lot of people, like why are they like so damn friendly? Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, but
Yeah, for sure. For me, when after the first 10 minutes of me realizing what was going on and seeing such a powerful, amazing creature, I realized, well, I'm pretty insignificant to it. I must be. And after that, I just lost all fear of them completely. I thought of it more as like seeing some friends, and it
yeah,
just happens that some of your friends are, believe it or not, 25 feet tall. Some are hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Other ones are, you know, as tiny as you can see. That's the amazing, amazing thing that's out there.
yeah. I see. Like, I always thought that they were able to like manipulate like into different sizes, and I'm still torn on that shit. You know what I mean? Like I,
Oh, I'm sure we'll find out
like
one day. One day.
sure, yeah, for sure. Like because like I mean that was always how I went. Like, they're just their limitation is they're not God. Like that was. And like I kind of go back to that all the time. Like it's almost like I just keep figuring out like that they're just somewhat short of like they're only kind of short of like what God can do. Like I just don't see much less. And like if you
I
look
think
like
I think maybe in the, I think maybe in the old days they were called gods. The Maoris worshipped them as gods, and like you say, they have god abilities. But
yeah
the word God is just a human construct. You know, they're just
yeah
like I say, we're the primitive species. They're just super advanced, and
sure
it's just that old
yeah like
saying: "You free your mind, your house will follow."
like but all those carvings and hieroglyphics and shit, like, you know what I mean, like you see all these things like written out, and like all these like things that are idolized, like like the Sphinx, for instance. Like guarantee you that's some shit out there. You know what I mean? Like there's like a cat thing out there, like whatever. Like there's like dog things out there. Like these are all like
Yeah,
things that are like almost like idolized, but it's probably just because like as people we were seeing these things like, and like back then they were looking at them like they were gods just because of like how they move and like what they could do and shit. So it's see, look, oh, they can absolutely like I she's kind of like you, like she gets like some kind of knowledge, like extra knowledge that I can't get. So I always listen to what she's talking about. What is I think it's Derek call it your third eye or your big eye. I need that big eye.
yeah. I like Derek, man. Hey, fucking good value that film.
Yeah, yeah, yes, right, Sarah. I'm not saying they're God. Sorry, if that's the way I made it sound. I'm not saying that, but they like it's almost like their limitations are very limited. Like at least to us, it seems that way. Like I don't know. I've seen too much shit to be like, oh, they're just a monkey running around the woods. Like I don't know.
I always found it interesting how modern religions never really mention them. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Not
so
on purpose,
yeah,
anyway. Like the stuff
Right,
that
but I mean, it's
Dean has shown us, and it's all there, but you have to have the knowledge of it, how to read it to see it, and
yeah,
that's the stuff that Dean opened my eyes to. That was just amazed me how it was always
yeah,
there. I just didn't know how to read it. It's just a
yeah.
different language hidden amongst it all. But I just found it interesting how the modern religion just never mentions anything about them. You know, and surely everything on
Yeah,
the earth is God's creation. But that's
sure.
religion. That's a man-made.
But there you go. You said it. Modern religion. You know what I mean? It's modern. It's like, just like the United States is modern. Like there's so much shit left out. So it's called. Oh, it's called clairsentient love. Okay, sorry, love. Thank you. It's clairsentient. It's knowing by instinct and other medium like communication.
Sounds clever.
That's her. And then some. What does Vince do for his job? Does he work for the government? You don't have to answer that, but
Yeah, no, I do work for the government. I work in animal control. Pretty much any animal you can think of that's out of control, they call us out to handle the situation. And we do a lot of research out in the bush as well on animal behavior.
right,
So that keeps me pretty busy.
no doubt. Yeah, no, I don't want to. I don't want to say religion is myth. I don't want to. I don't. I'm not here to get in. I'm not here. I'm not here to thrash religion. Like I'm not. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just thinking. Like maybe some things are omitted from. And it's not on. I don't think it's by any way on purpose. I think we're just things have been omitted over time. That's all. You know. It's just like that game of telephone when you were a kid. Like by the time it gets through three people, it's just something else. I don't know. I'm not here to thrash anyone's religion at all. No, that's not what I was getting at. I hope that's not the case. So, Diesel in New Jersey, what's up? Believe what you wish. There you go. Perfect. But you don't just die. Is Bigfoot keep is Bigfoot keep quiet there?
So he's asking me that.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't you watch the video?
Are they kept quiet? I think he means are they kept quiet like do people talk
I know
about them
that the
openly?
the government knows about them. For sure, 100% they know about them. Uh, the local tribes definitely know about them. They have their own seers who can see them and interact with them. But no one ever talks about it. It's something that I think frightens them so much. Because, like I said, it's not one, it's not two, it's in the hundreds when you see them. And when you only live in a country of 4 million and you realize how much land is out there that you're not occupied on and how many numbers there actually could be out there, well,
listen,
that's not to talk about today.
A little over a year ago, I thought there was fucking zero here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I thought there was zero, and now it's just like stupefying. Like so, my world's been turned upside down. But I'm not like I'm not like in the neighborhood to like talk about like anything other than what I know. Like I'm not a theorist or. I mean, you've seen one of my locations inside now. You've seen those empty $1 billion worth of buildings around there, and they literally call research and development. Like the place is like one big conspiracy. Like, but like, I don't want to get into all that shit. Like, I just try to keep it squatchy. You know what I mean? But the government fucking knows everything, like for sure. So, yeah, everything is bigger there for sure. Yeah. Hundreds, you see in the hundreds. And he says, "Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with this now." Doug, it's great to have you, bro. Glad to have you. Welcome to the New Bread of Life Fellowship of Jesus here on subscribers. Son. She's such a sarcastic asshole. I love it.
Good humor. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, she keeps me on my toes, bro. That's for sure. You're not going outside. So, in your spare time, when you're not squatching, when you're not working, other than that, what do you like to do?
Yeah.
Like, what's your thing? Because squat, downtime. One thing we always promote is that downtime is very important. But like you can't always be doing this because you kind of can get lost in it. You know what I mean? Like for a lot of different ways.
Oh yeah.
So
You forget which world you're walking in sometimes. Sometimes I got to
yeah.
remind myself I'm driving a car. Because
Mm.
of the stuff I'm seeing out the window.
No
So
doubt.
yeah, you need that downtime to unplug from it. I ride motorbikes and do a lot of hunting. I used to compete in Wakayama for a lot of years, so that took up a lot of my time. Sort of at that national world level. And but I'm getting older now. I've got so many injuries now that I've got to just really try to look after myself. Even those long walks out in the bush are getting shorter now. My family just, they've had to deal with my injuries as well. I've just lived a really active life. If I told you some of the stuff I've done, you'd think I was lying. It's been that good. And
Yeah.
so now I just try to take it a little bit easy. But my favorite thing is to ride.
Yeah. I think you got that bike. What about Bob says he rides a WR250R. I got a genuine scooter. It's a 50cc.
Doesn't matter how you're out there still. You're still out there. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Scotty B gave me that the name Easy Rider like when I first got it. Easy Rider. Yeah. Well, what kind of bike you got? Yours is nice. It's like I forget what it is.
Yeah, I ride a Suzuki. Yeah, I've always liked those jet bikes. I like that modern technology look. But we got
Yeah.
a bunch of different motorcycles laying around. There's an Enduro, 750 Yamaha Bobber. Just take your pick around here. Both my sons ride as well, so it's whatever you're keen on.
Yeah.
We'll have something. We'll have something for you to ride, Mike.
I'm a Easy Rider. There he goes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I can't wait to get out there, bro. I'm really I won't get into it yet. I don't want to I don't want to put the cart before the horse. You know what I mean? So, but I'm
Oh yeah,
excited.
no, just remember, you got your whole life to get here, Mike. Just remember, you got your whole life to get here. It doesn't have to happen sooner than you think.
For sure. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm gonna go Bigfoot
I'm gonna take
hunting.
off, Mike. I gotta go. I gotta go do some stuff.
All right, brother. Have a great day. I know the time zone is different. I thank you for being here, bro, and I'll catch up with you soon. All right.
No, all good. Thanks to everyone for listening. If you have any questions, just throw them to Mike, and he'll pass them along. And have a great evening. All right, man.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. All right.
All right.
Well, that was him. That was Mr. Vince. That is the man behind all the picks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'm not gonna stay on much longer either. I'll just kind of say goodbye. And there's really not much more for me to do without him. So I just wanted to introduce you guys to him. I know we share his picks daily. His New Zealand pick of the day. If you guys don't know, there's a community tab where we share picks, and I kind of share other research and stuff now too. I thought that was kind of a cool thing. So hey, TFB. I it's important to stay connected with some other stuff. So, and if you guys don't know, there's a page too, the Long Island Bigfoot page. So, you abandoned me. Left my so where you stop. So, yeah, we have the community tab. So if you guys go in there and you see the pictures and stuff. So, I don't know if there's anything you guys want me to share or whatever. So, been here the whole time. Yeah, I get confused when you guys are, if you guys are under the other, I guess it was Paul under the other name, but thank you both for being here. Appreciate it, everybody. So we will continue to do the New Zealand pick of the day. If you guys are enjoying illustration of the day, that's kind of fun too. If there's anything else you could think of that we should do, I'm all ears, you know. But this is here for you guys. Like, I'll continue to try to bring you guys interesting stuff, interesting guests to kind of keep things moving. Because you know, but if you ever have anything, you know, during the week is fine too. It's I hate that I hate that, you know, I can only like type to you and like I'm some a lot of times with the family and stuff. So this is like that set little time I have to take out and just really, you know, give you guys a few minutes. So, but anyway, I really appreciate you guys. I know I share a lot, but I kind of get out there when I can, as much as I can, and keep it going. I did get out there just to keep you guys updated. I did get out there and I went and checked it. I didn't post that video yet because there was people out there with their dogs and like they were like screaming for their dog and like I don't know, it just got like really annoying because like the video just got annoying at the end, so I didn't post it. But I went back for the Christmas bag where I left it for that alpha and in that big area where he's got everything knocked down, and there was nothing. You know, he didn't touch anything, so it's all there. The bag is destroyed, almost like it's weathered. It's got icicles hanging off of it. So that's about it. That's the update on that. But that's why I dig LIP. Well, all right, guys. That's it for me. Sarah, I'll call you in a minute. I love you guys. I love you, Sarah. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Keep it squatchy. Talk to you soon.